he was quite outgoing teacher, I would say, right? My friends used to call me talkative but not talkative guy at the time because, I was very comfortable talking with them in one-to-one, with alone, like when they were friends alone. But when it came to, mass speaking, I was very shy, right? That's why I was talkative and not talkative guy. It was the time when I was 12, 13 years old, something like that, right? When I was at that age, like I used to go to school, right? So that's a normal thing, right? Good old, not good, but old school, right? So I used to go to the school, same thing, boring thing, right? Who would have imagined that that was the changing point of my life, right? I mean, I could not even think about that when I look back. So I attended the computer class that day. But guess what? There was a new teacher. Just who would not be excited at that time, right? So I was excited. And his name was Raz Kadil. He was quite outgoing teacher, I would say, right? And he just was taking all the intros of all the students. He was asking all these things. And he asked me, "What's your name, buddy? What are you passionate about?" That was the crucial word for me. What are you passionate about? And it just opened me. Like I feel like I got a jam question, right? Like it's like asking the parrot who was caged for 5 years, asking him if he wants to get out of that case or what, right? So it was quite a good question. He told that I know this. I have made a website for my school and things like it. So he was astronaut, and he called me to computer lab and he asked me, "Well, Kovid, you said you know PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Can you make some websites? Can you answer some of my questions?" I said, I was like not that confident because I was just starting out. I was a beginner, right? So, I mean, I just said, yeah, okay. I mean, I could not say 100%, but I said, okay, right? I think I got that courage, right? From his question, what are you passionate about, right? So I said, yeah, okay. And he asked me one question. How can you connect SQL server? I mean, I had already done it when I was making my school website. And I said, this. I showed him to do that, how he can do that. And he was astonished. And he asked me a couple of other questions in PHP. And I answered all of them. I mean, I think I missed one, too, but it's almost all, right? So I said, yeah, that's it. And he was freaking astonished. I don't know why at that time. He said, wow, Kovid, you can do such a complex things which even bachelor students cannot do. Like, I was then, huh, really? I can do it in a minute. And then, I mean, the start of our journey happened like that. Like we meet like that with my teacher, and slowly and steadily he I think taught me for 3 years around. I think 3 years, something like that. But he was quite outgoing. He was one of the motivational trigger for me. The crucial thing is like I became able to write a book on Python programming. I am making these videos on my YouTube channels, on YouTube, on Python programming. I started with that, right? All the credit goes to Mr. Raz because he was the catalyst. I'll like to share one story, small story. What happened was I was learning something called Ruby on Rails. I mean, I don't know if people know Ruby on Rails as much as they do know Python, right? So I was learning Ruby on Rails. And whenever we were going to, computer class, like Mr. Raz used to give me the access to use computer to learn something outside of the curricula, right? That freedom was not given to any other students, just for me, right? So I was able to, I was given access. Thank you. I expressed my heartfelt gratitude, right? So I tried to learn Ruby on Rails, and he said, "Kovid, what the stupid thing you're doing? You have to learn Python." I said, "Sir, I'm learning Ruby on Rails, so let me complete this first." One day passed. Another day he comes. He says, "Kovid, did you learn Python?" I said, "No." Again, another day comes, and then he again asks me, "Kovid, did you learn Python?" I said, "No." Again, that happened for I think 1 week or so. And then at the end, he asked, "Kovid, do you want to learn Python?" And I said, Not really. And once I have, like, he has been saying this for a long time, right? 1 week. And then I said, okay, let's give it a try. I don't know how it's going, but why? I mean, there should be a reason that he is repeating for that long, right? So I opened Google, I searched, I saw 300% of growth. And that's high, right? So I said, that's it. So I want to do this, right? 300% growth. I think that at that time, like, Python was just starting out, like few people only knew that. And then I learned Python, rest is history, right? I mean, Mr. Roz has been really, I say him as my life changer, right? I mean, I think every teacher should be like that. I mean, whenever I remember about his, support, I mean, it's just like amazing thing, right? I think every teacher should be like that. Every teacher should support his or her student like that. I mean, it's really awesome to have teacher like Mr. Roz. And like, I mean, I express my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Roz. Like, if he's, if he gets time to check this video out, I would like to thank Mr. Roz for guiding me in the right direction. And that's why I say, like, that's the power of mentor, right? That's the power of a mentor, like, who can change the life of anyone. Like, who could have imagined a shy guy like me would speak in hundreds, like crowd of hundreds of people, like impact masses, right? I could not even imagine, because that's how a mentor should be, and that's the role of mentor, and that's how big the role of mentor is in someone's life. It's really awesome. I would like to thank Mr. Roz. He's the teacher who changed my life.